I'm an idiot. You should not listen. You should not think that I know what I'm talking about. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Bruno's You Don't Have To, the short form podcast for all of us awesome people. This is episode 21. If you like what you're hearing, hit the like button, leave a comment. I'll write you back. Tell your friends. These 3 minutes occupy 6 hours of my day, twice a week. I was born and raised in one of the whitest towns, in one of the most Republican counties in New Jersey. I believe there was one African-American student in high school. They had him in a separate room. The school called it pullout. They just isolated the kid from the rest of us. And that eventually led to him setting cars on fire in town. And not just a couple cars, 14 cars. Burnt crisp. They should have just let the kid hang out with us. Although he did stab Robbie in the thigh time with that pen. I went to a college that was very white. I was also an idiot. The ghetto night party was not a good idea. But the apology that we wrote to the school and to everyone was very sincere. After college, I took a job working in Washington, D.C. I had a ride along that first week I was in D.C., so I could learn the accounts. And we're driving through Southeast and Southwest D.C. What he liked to do, if he saw a group of black teenagers on a street corner, was to drive slightly erratically at them to make them think that we were the police. That didn't seem like a good idea to me. We were driving a minivan, a white minivan, full of cases of beer. And we had to leave that beer in the white minivan while we went to the account. And those kids obviously lived in the neighborhood. And I thought, this is not a good idea. And I was going to say something to him, but I was the new guy. He had literally just called me the FNG about an hour before. So I didn't say shit. When we came out of the account, the white minivan was gone. I don't blame the kids. If I was 17 and sitting on a street corner and some douchebag came around trying to pretend like he was the police just for shits and giggles, and he parked that white minivan outside the strip club he went into, and I looked in the back of that minivan and it was full of fucking beer, I'd fucking take it too. I remember driving around DC and noticing sharply dressed black men in suits on street corners holding pamphlets and what appeared to be pies. The next time I was out walking around the city and I saw a well-dressed black man on a street corner holding pies and pamphlets in his hands, I walked up to him. I said, "Excuse me, sir." He turned his head, looked at me, turned his head in the opposite direction and walked away because I was white. I was a bit bummed. I wanted to hear his story. I really wanted to know what was in the pies, though, how much they were, how I could get myself some pies. That was my only interaction with the Nation of Islam until last week when I needed a haircut and I walked into a barbershop. Inside the barbershop was a black man cutting another black man's hair and numerous posters of Malcolm X on the wall. And I was hesitant for a second because of my past experiences. But then I thought to myself, here's your opportunity to find out about the pies.